Reminded that I haven't asked for it because it just seems like it's normal for me. But in addition to flying, of course, which is a big, huge passion of mine, is music, and specifically the works of Ben Folds, formerly of Ben Folds 5 and now just Ben Folds. And real good piano singer songwriter. He's one of the judges in the Sing Off. I don't know if you catch that little mini NBC special during the holiday season, where he has this really highly technical critiques of the different a cappella groups. Big fan of his, goes way back. I saw him when they had Ben Folds 5 at a concert in Salt Lake City, Utah, many years ago, and pretty much one of those obsessive fans that, you know, whatever they put out, if it's an EP or if it's you know, whatever, one-off song from a soundtrack to something, which I think he actually did do a soundtrack to Over the Hedge, a little animated movie or whatever. I've got the album, sadly, just for his like 3 songs on the album. And I remember I was at work as a stockbroker taking phone calls from clients, and one of the clients came up on my screen, you know, because as you put in your social or your account number or whatever, all that information pops up on a computer screen to the person you're talking to. And this was a person by the name of Scotty Folds of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I thought to myself, well, Ben Folds is from North Carolina and Winston-Salem, and maybe they're related somehow or something like that. So of course I asked, foolishly or whatever, thinking, like I'm sure this person gets it all the time. And I said, are you any relation to Ben Folds? And she's like, Ben's my son. And I'm like suddenly starstruck that I'm talking to my hero's mom on the phone, you know? And it was one of those really awkward conversations, because now I'm like, I don't want to help her anymore. I want to talk about how great her son is and stuff. And then she's like, well, that's really great. That's really great. And she's like, you know, I'm always surprised that people know who he is. And I think to myself, she must think her son just like plays the piano at a local, you know, Bennigan's or something like that, or you know, local. She doesn't realize her son, what a big star he is, or whatever. I mean, relatively speaking, of course, you know. So as luck would have it, a completely random thing, but about a few days later, she called back, and I somehow or another got the phone call again from her. And I'm like, oh, hi, Mrs. Folds, you know, right off the bat, like we're old friends and stuff. And she's like, oh, how's it going? I'm really good. And it's like, I'm disappointed, though, because, you know, Ben's playing at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia, and, I mean, he sold out in 10 minutes. I couldn't get tickets. And she goes, oh, no problem, I'll get you tickets. I'm like, oh, no, seriously, I can't accept it. That's like a huge thing that I can't do or whatever, you know. I'm sure I'll get fired for it and all that kind of stuff, you know. She's like, nope, I insist you're my guest. I'll just go ahead and call the road manager, and I'll get back to you in about 10 minutes and let you know that they'll be at the will call window. Holy crap, you know? And I mean, I had just broken up with a girlfriend, so I was feeling pretty good about how I was not going to take her to see Ben Folds and stuff, you know? But, you know, it sucked because, you know, I go by myself, and I've got an extra ticket in my pocket, and I'm just standing there with a bunch of other people, and they're all big fans, and, you know, somebody had asked me, you know, how did you get tickets so big? I'm like, oh, I'm a friend of Ben Folds' mom. That's how I got the tickets. So it takes to be passionate. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm saying.